name is Philip, and I'm going to talk to you about the outdoor recreation activity that is called longboarding. Not to be confused with surfboard longboarding, but this is the long skateboard version. So, longboard. What is different from a longboard and a traditional, or what you would think of as a prototypical skateboard, you know, the kid kicking around the little thing. They're generally longer, thus the longboard. They have bigger, softer wheels. I have some examples here. So this is a typical shortboard wheel. This is actually about the maximum that they get. This is about 58 millimeters. This is about the smallest a longboard wheel gets. It's about 65 millimeters. And they go all the way up to, this is 90 millimeters, and they go all the way up to over 120 millimeters big. So that's a huge difference. A longboard can be as short as a traditional board, but usually they have bigger, softer wheels. That's more of a defining property than just the length. Also, better turning trucks. These are the trucks, and they're made for carving instead of just grinding or going straight or holding stability. So here's a picture of regular skateboard, and that is a typical longboard. Within longboards, there are a lot of different kinds. Oh, here are the parts as well. So there's your wheels, your deck is the wooden part that you stand on, the trucks, and bearings are pretty important as well. That's what your wheels roll on. So the different types of longboards. There are cruising boards, which are what you see everyone cruising around campus with. This is a kind of a really nice cruising board. Usually they have a bit of a kick tail to them, so you can pivot around if you need to. They're pretty short, but you can go downhill with them if you want to, up to a certain speed. There's slalom boards, freestyle and dancing boards, and speed boards. So this is an example of commuting and long distance boards. These are specifically long distance pumping boards. So people who use this style of board carve for speed. They can go for miles without ever having to put a foot down. So that they just go back and forth, and I'll show that in a minute. And they can do it on flat ground, propel themselves without ever putting their foot down. This is another version. This is a pushing long distance board, carbon fiber, big wheels. People commute to work and to school long distances. And people also go on long distance journeys. With this guy, I don't know if you can see the sign here, he went all the way across China with a longboard. So he had he rigged this up. This is like half a longboard, and made a trailer out of it and just kicked across China. And he's been all over the world like that. This is a freestyle dance board. A lot of them are bamboo. They're really flexible, fun to bounce around on. Sometimes they're symmetrical, so you can, there's no difference between the nose and the tail, the front and the back. Balance turn. This is a slalom board. Slalom is a form of longboarding competition. It's been around for years and years, and it's going around cones as fast as you can from a starting gate. Safety gear. So when you go out there, you're going to be taking risks, but you can minimize those risks, and you can have more fun by doing that. So helmet is important. That's one helmet. If you're going a little bit faster, you can wear a full-on helmet. It's just a downhill mountain biking helmet. Knee pads. I usually choose the the level of gear that's appropriate for how fast and how intense of a journey I'm going on. So bigger knee pads for going faster. I have some smaller ones that go under my pants. And then, let's see, I have some gloves in here. Here we go. These are gloves. I almost never leave the house now without some kind of hand protection. So I found when I fall, I land on my hands a lot. And these are like the highest level of protection you can have. You can lay these down on the ground at 40, 50 miles an hour and they'll just slide on through. Gives you an extra point of contact with the ground. I could pass this around if you like. They smell great. And then road rash protection. If you're going really, really fast, this is like, this is just motorcycle racing leathers. If you know you're going to slide out at 40, 50 miles an hour, these are really good. Full suit. Wrist guards can be good as well. I have broken my wrist before and learned my lesson with that. And the last on the list is skills and judgment. I think this is most important. There's so many people that get hurt doing this, and the way they do it is that they'll go like to the top of Buffalo Mountain in a pair of flip-flops and shorts and not know anything, start bombing the hill and not know how to stop. So this is very important. One thing that I've experienced is if you have any teenagers in the group that you ride with, you really have to watch out for them because their judgment, their mind is not right when it comes to that. Here's some safety tips. Ride within your ability. That's don't bomb down Buffalo Mountain if you don't know how to stop. Start at the bottom of the hill and work your way up. Make sure there's a good run out. Avoid becoming roadkill. If you look at the statistics, what kills skateboarders is cars. You always have to have it in your mind that right around the corner can be death for you. It's pretty serious. So actually a couple weeks ago, a kid in California went around a blind corner and met up with a flatbed truck. So one thing you can do is just like either only be on closed roads or have a system of signals and a spotter that you can see way ahead to tell you if it's clear or not. Be highly visible, that helps too. I like to wear a really bright shirt sometimes so vehicles can see it. Don't drink and ride. If you think it's hard to ride a bicycle drunk, or riding a longboard, I mean, especially if you have like a whole six-pack, you can just destroy it on the ground. It's not good. Be able to stop. That's a big